Welcome to Pelicans Flock Report, where I give you everything New Orleans Pelicans from a fan's perspective. I'm your host, D. Broussard. First things first, man. Before I jump into this video, please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. The all-new Pelicans Flock Report. You don't want to miss it. Shout out to everybody that's already subscribed. Thank y'all for joining the Pelicans Flock. And as long as y'all keep on subscribing, I'm going to keep bringing these videos to y'all, man. Wow. Heartbreaking loss last night for the Pelicans, man. And I really feel like it really came down to three reasons, in my opinion. For one, Zion Williamson. Now, last night, Zion Williamson did have 19 points and 10 rebounds, but I felt like we didn't really get efficient Zion Williamson last night. And I think you kind of got to give credit to the Suns defense because I felt like they defended the paint really well and they really didn't allow Zion to get going. They played the young kid, Malawatch, I think his last name is. He's a rookie from Duke. They played him at center, and he just kind of gave Zion problems last night. And Zion just wasn't able to penetrate the lane as he usually does. And that was just a huge factor in that game because a lot of times when Zion Williamson doesn't have a good game, it's kind of hard for the Pels to kind of do the things they need to do to get a win because Zion is such a centerpiece in the offense. It's kind of hard for the Pels to get a dub if Zion is not really balling and dominating and playing the way that we normally like him to play. So Zion Williamson not being efficient and not really being able to be himself really hurt us last night against the Phoenix Suns. And that I feel like was a key to the game. Even though Zion had 19 and 10, you know, obviously Zion usually, scores somewhere around 21, 21 plus points in most games. And last night he was held to 19 points. And I think that just really hurt us. Um, Another reason is coaching. Now James Borrego decided to go with a small lineup last night against the Phoenix Suns. I wasn't really a huge fan of the small lineup because with the Phoenix Suns starting Malawatch, I think I'm saying his name correctly now. I don't know, but with them starting the big, I kind of feel like James should have maybe went as far as matching up against the team, kind of going big. I understand him trying to go small and kind of trying to push the pace and, you know, uh, run a little bit against the Phoenix Suns, but that only worked for so long. And I felt like if we had a traditional big, whether it was the DeAndre Jordan, Eve Misi, one of those guys, I felt like that would have helped us out a lot, protecting the paint in the first half and also helped us rebounding and getting out in transition because the Pels really suffered rebounding the basketball going small. And I think that's what hurt us as well. We allowed too many second chance points for the Suns. And against a team like that, that pretty much live behind the arc, and if you give them wide open shots, they definitely going to make you pay. You definitely don't want to continue giving them second chance points by not rebounding and protecting the paint. So I feel like the coaching definitely hurt us in this game. Um, and defensive switches hurt us in this game. So I feel like James Borrego's coaching kind of hurt us a little bit in this game. Now he did make some adjustments in the second half that kind of helped out, but I felt like we should have matched up a little bit better against the Phoenix Suns. Going small, I just didn't really agree with that call going small against the Phoenix Suns. Also, lastly, the X factor. The X factor to me was DeJounte Murray in this one. I feel like DeJounte Murray um, really helped this team out a lot down the stretch. He scored 15 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. And as I said in the last episode, DeJounte didn't really start out playing really well. And I think a lot of that came from resting him in that last game. He kind of was a little sluggish, but down the stretch when it really, really mattered, DeJounte Murray came through. He hit a big 3-pointer. He played good defense like he always does. He was able to get a couple steals, deflections that really helped the Pels out down the stretch and helped us cut down that lead a little bit. And ultimately, we lost by 2 points. So I think DeJounte Murray really helped us a lot, keeping this game close down the stretch when it really mattered. So to me, I feel like DeJounte Murray was the X factor in this game because he didn't score the most points, but he had the bigger impact, in my opinion. And he was the X factor, and I feel like he really helped this Pels team out a lot in this game, most definitely. Um, and I feel like one of the reasons why we weren't able to capitalize in this game was just not being aware. We turned the ball over a lot. DeJounte had turnovers as well. It was the last play of the game where Zion got the steal, passed it to DeJounte, but he wasn't ready for it. And ultimately, that cost us the game. But I still feel like DeJounte Murray was a huge part of this game. Even in a losing effort, I feel like he was a huge part of this game. Yeah, so next game, man, we'll be playing against the Washington Wizards at home. We'll be back home. Coming back off the road against the Washington Wizards. Washington, I'm assuming they're in tank mode. In my opinion, I think they're in tank mode, but they might not be. But either way it goes, like I always say, even though a team is in tank mode, they still gonna go out and compete. They still gonna play hard. So we definitely gonna have to correct those 3 errors that I talked about in this video in order for us to get a win. We definitely gonna have to try to get Zion going. We definitely gonna have to make some adjustments with the rotation as far as coaching goes. And we definitely gonna have to have an X factor like DeJounte Murray to come through for us to be able to pull this game off. So yeah, man. But that's it for me, man. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, the all new Pelicans Flock Report. I'm your host, D. Broussard, where I give you everything New Orleans Pelicans from a fan's perspective. You don't want to miss it. Shout out to everybody that's already subscribed. I appreciate y'all joining the Pelicans flock. And as long as y'all keep subscribing, I'm going to keep bringing y'all these videos. Let's go. Go Pels. I'm out.